that it? No! No! Why? Oh! I am not okay! I'm not okay! I'm sure you can tell from my reaction there. Shit happened. So, we are on day 4 of E3 and it's Sony and Nintendo's turn. So first up, Sony. First game is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Yay! Dual female leads! But yeah, this game looks great, and at first I was thinking it was Tomb Raider, but then I realized no, it's not Tomb Raider. The story is interesting too, but apparently you are a thief out for a treasure with a mercenary as a bodyguard that you trick, apparently. But other than that, it's an action-adventure game, so I guess you'll have lots of fun. Next up is Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds. Another game for Horizon Zero Dawn, which is coming out this year, even though the last game did? Or is this DLC? I have no idea. It isn't quite clear, but I guess we're in a wintry place this time around. Again, it does look nice and pretty, and something about a mountain. Oh well, on to the next one. Days Gone, the interesting zombie game from last year. We get to see more this time around with how you can distract people, lure them into traps, lure zombies to people you don't like, stuff like that, and it seems you are protecting over someone as well. Plus, motorcycles. The next one is Monster Hunter World, and since I don't know the world of Monster Hunter, I know someone who does know the world of Monster Hunter, so I'm gonna let you take care of this, Hadokuna.
Thanks, Light. So, hello, I'm Hadokuna, and here we go. We'll be talking about one of my favourite games that has been announced at this year's E3, Monster Hunter Worlds. Now, I'm going to start this by prefacing that I am a huge Monster Hunter fan. I have played every single game from the original days all the way up until today, and I really do enjoy Monster Hunter as a whole. And seeing it on there and how beautiful it looks is just absolutely stunning. One thing I will say about the trailer, it's one of those games that you have to really look at the mechanics and side of things to really think if it's going to be worth your time, because one of the biggest problems that Monster Hunter has always had as a whole is that it's very difficult for a new player to get into. So I recommend if you want to play some Monster Hunter to go look up some tutorial guides, because they can be really helpful in this situation. But anyway, back to, I digress, back to Monster Hunter World. So yes, I really do like how beautiful it looks. Those monsters look absolutely stunning. They can really just almost beautiful, almost real-like, almost like they look like actual dinosaurs in the flesh, and they just look awesome. I can't wait to just take them on and try and hopefully carve them up and then use those things to make better armor and better weapons, as you do in Monster Hunter games. And I'm really looking forward to see how they incorporate the new mechanics as well. I mean, I see in the trailer there's bits where they can use some leaves as camouflage so they don't spot you, and also they can follow footprints as well. I don't know how that's going to be incorporated. It'd be interesting to see how it's worked. And I'm also happy because this is the first time Monster Hunter Worlds has actually come to a PC as such. They have come to home consoles, but they have never come to a PC, so I'm really excited. They have actually in China though. There's been a Monster Hunter MMO. Apparently that is supposed to be really good as well, but it never came here, which is a shame. Hopefully, we can get a really, really good game out of this. And looking at the trailer, I can be pretty certain that we are going to get that. I could just sit here and just gush all about Monster Hunter if I could. And I might just do that, but I'm trying to hold it in so I don't gush, because I just love how amazing it just looks as a whole. And the characters' movements, and the monsters, and the rapping, and the I'm doing it again, look at me, I'm just getting all worked up and riled about just talking about Monster Hunter. So yes, if you like what you see here, and you think Monster Hunters might interest you, go ahead and pick up some of the older games. You might find this quite interesting. I myself am really excited for Monster Hunter Worlds, and I'm looking forward to playing it when it finally comes out. So yeah, on the way we go. Back to Light.
And then we have Shadow of the Colossus, which I think is a remake because It looks too updated to be a port for a game this old, but it does look pretty, and those monsters just look so tall and scary with the fact that they can quite literally squish you. Next up, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Which, well, I got nothing else to say, but there's Dante, finally! Never played DMC, but if you don't know who Dante is, then, well, where have you been living? But anyway, another game in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, which I can't say much more considering I'm not that into superhero franchises unless they happen to be ones that have been lost to time, like Static Shock, but most of these are ones that have been established for a while, I'm guessing, or some of them are from recent movies or comics, which I haven't caught up on. And then the Capcom side. Most are recognizable, and oh look, X and Zero are in there too. Still no new Mega Man game, but oh well. And then we have Call of Duty World War II. Another one of those situations. I have nothing to say. It's self-explanatory because Call of Duty. Now we enter the VR games they have. First up, Skyrim. Jesus. So, I guess now we know why the Switch version has motion controls, because this was also in the making. Only difference is, you don't have a TV screen. Your fucking face first into this. Moving on. Next, Star Child. I know it's space related, and it has a giant robot. That's pretty much it. I don't know what you do in the VR portion, but I guess we're going to get more info later. Next, The Impatient, another game that takes place in someone's memories of being in an insane asylum. And what is it with people in horror and VR? Seriously. And I guess it takes place in the 50s. Oh dear gods. The next one. Why does this one exist? Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15. A glorified fishing game with Final Fantasy 15 slapped right on it. Why does this exist? I don't think Sega's Bass Fishing sold well, Sony. Or are you going for something like Big the Cat story mode in Sonic Adventure? I don't know, but there you go, a fishing game with Final Fantasy characters. Why? Next, Bravo Team, the R shooter. It's self-explanatory. Muddy color shooter game. Oh, the next one is called Moss, and there's an adorable mouse with a scarf and a sword as the main lead. Look at how adorable they are. And you help them around with their adventure. So cute! I want this! The VR headset and games are too expensive, Morgan. Aww. Next, God of War. It looks cool. You have a son, you're on a journey, and while you're on that journey, you're helping your son get stronger. Guess this was a game people have been waiting for years. It looks, again, nice, and I can't say much more, but when it comes out, I hope the fans enjoy it. And then there's Detroit Become Human, which the last time we saw this, I was hooked instantly. I love games that will give you a choice, and it matters, and changes the outcome of the story. I love these. And the fact it's basically the story of androids wanting to be free is awesome. I want more like these. And then there's Destiny 2. So many sequels. And I can't say much on this either, as it does seem boring to me. It just looks bland, and I don't know why that is. I can't help but feel like that. And also exclusivity items right off the bat. That doesn't feel right. And the last game is Spider-Man. That's what they kept for the last game. Honestly, I feel like God of War would have been their shining star, but oh well, I guess people wanted an actually functioning Spider-Man game more. But it looks good though, and definitely has working controls and timed events. Oh, that's great, but to each his own. On to Nintendo. First, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I never played, surprise, surprise, but I actually am not keen on this art style. It's off-putting, not the environment, but the character design is just not so great, at least to me. It's just really off, and I can't say much more on this. Next is Kirby! We're getting a new Kirby game on Switch, and it's going to be the most adorable adventure ever! We can get companions, 3 of them! Just looks like so much fun! I'm just sad it's not gonna be out till 2018. Then we get a reconfirmation of Pokken Tournament DX, and then there's your goddamn Pokemon Switch confirmation, okay? There. Are the fans happy now? I mean, did you really expect them to say it right away, or expect any footage? The Switch only came out, and Game Freak hasn't made a game for a main console in a long time. And never have they made a Pokemon game that wasn't a spin-off on one. So there, be happy, now stop complaining. Sorry, I needed to rant. But next is, well...
It's been 3,000 years.
That's right, Metroid Prime 4. Finally, after years of fans begging for this game, which, by the way, is not being done by Retro Studios, but by the Prime producer and a brand new team, so expect the good stuff. After that, we have Yoshi! Yoshi game on the set! I am happy! I can play as Yoshi! Hopefully it can be a light blue Yoshi because that's my favorite Yoshi, but this game is in the same series as the Woolly Yoshi! But it's more like a diorama because you can turn the stage around from one side to the other to see where you're going. It looks really nice, and I am really sad again because it's not coming out till next year too. And, oh, the game I have been waiting for more info on. Fire Emblem Warriors confirming not only Chrom and Marth again, but now Xander, Ryoma, and... fucking Corrin. God fucking damn it. Why? One of the most one-dimensional characters ever is taking up a spot, and I guess it can't be helped because we knew she was coming. I'm sorry, I like Robin a lot more, and it means less chances for Morgan to get in. I just want to be playable and fight alongside Dad. Is that so much to ask for? Yeah, I just hope they do add some of the children characters. My hopes are for Lucino, Owain, Morgan, and Kiragi. Just don't include too many of the popular ones. Lesser ones need love too, you know. Next, we gotta look at the upcoming Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC packs. More content for the already very vast world of Breath of the Wild. So more hours to add on to that long playthrough, plus also the reveal of more amiibos to go along with one of the packs. After that is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I've already said my thoughts on this in the Ubisoft video. And then is the confirmation of Rocket League on Switch. I don't care much for Rocket League, but the very last game is Nintendo's shining star, Mario Odyssey, and this game is high on LSD. Not kidding. The focus on hats with Mario gives him the ability to put hats on things and can become those objects. I'm not kidding again. I swear the team was on fucking acid when they made this because it's stupidly amazing. And we also have Mario in different outfits too, and new abilities, and there's just so much in here I can't say anymore. Just go watch the trailer. So, there's the last of the conferences of E3. So, final ranking? EA at the bottom, then Bethesda, then Sony, then Ubisoft, then Microsoft, and then Nintendo. So what's next? At the end of the week, a recap of games I've missed because they happened outside of the conferences, the best of my stupid reactions while watching them, and maybe a discussion of everything that just happened. So anyway, bye-bye!